Did you know that Canada has the longest coastline in the world? It's so long that if you walked it continuously, it would take you over 30 years to finish. Let's dive into some of the most amazing facts about this massive, beautiful and wild frontier. Stretching over 243,000 kilometers or 151,000 miles, Canada's coastline borders 3 different oceans: the Atlantic, the Pacific and the Arctic. This isn't just one long sandy beach. It's a breathtaking mosaic of rocky cliffs, majestic fjords, dense rainforests and icy remote Arctic shores. It's a coastline of incredible diversity, and each section tells its own unique story. Let's start our journey in the east, on the Atlantic coast. This is where you'll find some of Canada's oldest European settlements and a maritime culture that's as rugged as the coastline itself. Think of places like Newfoundland and Labrador, with their colorful fishing villages clinging to rocky shores battered by North Atlantic waves. It's here that you'll find iconic landmarks like the lighthouse at Peggy's Cove in Nova Scotia, one of the most photographed lighthouses in the world. These lighthouses aren't just pretty. For centuries, they were the beacons of hope for sailors navigating these treacherous, often foggy waters. This coast is steeped in history, from Viking landings at Lonso Meadows to the rich fishing traditions that have supported communities for generations. Now let's head north to the Arctic. This is a world unlike any other. Much of Canada's Arctic coastline is a frozen, formidable landscape for most of the year. It's a vast, sparsely populated region, home to the Inuit people, who have thrived in this challenging environment for millennia. Their deep connection to the land and sea is an integral part of this coastline story. And here in the Arctic, we find one of Canada's most famous coastal towns, Churchill, Manitoba. Sitting on the shores of Hudson Bay, Churchill is known as the polar bear capital of the world. Every autumn, polar bears gather here, waiting for the sea ice to form so they can hunt for seals. It is one of the most accessible places on Earth to see these magnificent predators in their natural habitat, offering a humbling reminder of the wild power of Canada's coast. This Arctic coastline is also a critical indicator of our planet's health. The melting sea ice here has profound implications not just for the polar bears, but for global climate patterns. It's a fragile ecosystem, home to narwhals, beluga whales and seals, all of which depend on the unique conditions of the Arctic Ocean. The beauty of this region is stark and immense, with the northern lights often dancing in the sky above the frozen sea. Moving west, we arrive at the Pacific coast in British Columbia. This coastline is a world of its own, characterized by the Great Bear Rainforest, one of the largest temperate rainforests on the planet. Here, ancient cedar and spruce trees grow right down to the water's edge. The coastline is a complex network of islands, inlets, and deep dramatic fjords carved by ancient glaciers. It's a paradise for wildlife enthusiasts. You can see orcas, also known as killer whales, hunting in pods, and humpback whales breaching majestically out of the water. On land, this coast is home to the elusive spirit bear, a rare white-furred subspecies of the black bear, held sacred by local First Nations. One of the most fascinating aspects of Canada's coastline, particularly in the north and parts of the west, is its remoteness. There are vast stretches of coast that are completely inaccessible by road. To reach these places, you need a boat, a plane, or a serious sense of adventure. This isolation has preserved these areas in a near-pristine state, making them some of the last truly wild places on Earth. Exploring these remote shores feels like stepping back in time to a world untouched by modern development. These areas are vital sanctuaries for nature. And that brings us to a crucial point. Canada's coastlines are incredibly important for global biodiversity. They are nurseries, feeding grounds, and migratory routes for countless species. The estuaries where freshwater rivers meet the saltwater oceans are some of the most productive ecosystems on the planet, supporting massive bird populations and fish stocks. From the millions of shorebirds that stop at the Bay of Fundy during their migration to the salmon runs of the Pacific, these coasts are bursting with life. Protecting these habitats is a massive responsibility, and Canada is working to conserve these vital marine areas for future generations. So, when you think of Canada, don't just picture mountains and maple syrup. Picture this immense, dynamic, and life-giving coastline. It's a place of history, a sanctuary for wildlife, and a source of endless adventure. From the polar bears of the Arctic to the rainforests of the Pacific, Canada's coast is a national treasure with a global impact. It's a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of our planet. There are still so many stories hidden along these shores, waiting to be discovered. What part of Canada's coast would you want to explore first? I hope you enjoyed this journey along the world's longest coastline. If you found this fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below with your thoughts, And do not forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next adventure. Sharing this video with a friend who loves travel and nature would also be amazing. Thanks for watching and see you next time.